Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Assalamualaikum. Thank you very much for waiting. I was so sorry that a little bit late, but however that we have a good time today. This is very bright outside, and the weather is good. And today we would like to continue our discussion as we have discussed last week in this room. This course is Akidah dan Ilmu Kalam. Akidah one thing and Ilmu Kalam the other thing. So we have two matter of discussions, and today that we would like to focus on Akidah. There's a theology as according to the subjects of knowledge of theology, that this is a very much foundations, knowledge of foundations, that every student have to have this knowledge of foundations, even though you are under the syubah or the course of MPI, Manajemen Pendidikan Islam. However, the foundation of knowledge you have to have, that is among the foundation of knowledge, is theology or Aqidah. Aqidah is much more broadly than what is called Ilmul Kalam. Ilmul Kalam developed later in the century of 10, 11, 12. But the Aqidah much more earlier, together with the development of philosophy, the development of filsafat, or the knowledge that are developed within the Roman Empire in the beginnings. That is roughly 4th century BCE. While we would like to concentrate on the Aqidah al-Islamiyah, aside from Aqidah al-Islamiyah, there was Aqidah Jahiliyah. And among the Aqidah Jahiliyah is the Aqidah of Zoroastrianism, Majusiyah, Aqidah Akkadian society, and many more of the so-called as the agama ardi or the earthly religions. And among the earthly religion is the religion developed through the power of intellects, solely from the human intellect without revelations came down from God. In the opposite of the agama Samawi, that is agama yang datang dari langit, they sourced from Al-Wahyu. And among the agama Samawi, they call as the monotheistic religions, or call as monotheism, developed within the religions of Abraham and became Abrahamism. And among the Abrahamisms, this is very much gradually continues from the beginning to the end of the prophets. Among the prophets, they gradually receive revelation from God, and those revelations step by step gradually receive it and become the accumulations of law, of kitab, of the covenants, and among the kitab, among the ketetapan, the covenants, then becomes accumulated into the whole Al-Quran as thick as 30 juz, 30 juzu. That is the latest revelations received by the prophet of Allah, the last prophet, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. However, the monotheism did not start from Prophet Muhammad, instead from the whole prophets, mainly departing from the prophets of Ibrahim. And Ibrahim, roughly, as according to the scholars, many of them, they believe to be live in 20th century BCE, before Common Era, or roughly 2000 or so, before Common Era, BCE. So, starting from Abraham, and eventually Abraham as the father of monotheism, and the word Abraham itself from two words, that is the Hebrew words of Av and Raham. This is two words, and eventually later this word become Av Ram. And Ram is in English translate multitude, or the many tribe, the many lines, that is Ram, Raham. The Av is Abun, bapaknya multitude, the father of many. Who are the many? Later become the many are the Bani Israel and the Christianity, and eventually Al-Islam, to be enacted by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Al-Islam is the last. The last meaning is the completions. Prior to the completion meaning the process. And the process starting from the Abraham. However, during the Abraham era, his Abraham married with Sarah, does not have children. Sarah is barren. Then Sarah allowed her husband to marry again with Hajar, and Hajar have Ismail. That is during his age of 85. Then Ismail is one. Roughly during Abraham 100 years old, then Isaac come into being, meaning that Ismail roughly is already 15 or so. Jadi, as according to the biological nature, the only one son in the world is him, Ismail, never Isaac. That is as according to the natural law, hukum alam. Karena ketika ini lahir sampai umur 15, di sini belum ada. That is as according to law. However, according to the theology differently, you will not find any term of the only one son as Ismail instead of Isaac. In many books of Genesis, Exodus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, and all the Old Testament book refer that the only one son is this. How that can be? This is the dialectical of theology. Now let us stand. Azlan, where is Azlan? You, Azlan, you last week came to this class and asked questions. Who is the one whom to be sacrificed? So it was matter of actions that you come in. You come in. So, as it was asked in the class last week by you, concerning whom was the son of Abraham to bring sacrifice, whether Ismail or Isaac, and you insisted that Ismail, as according to the Quran, as you say. Is that correct as according to the Quran? Well, as according to the natural law, yes, but not necessarily in the Quran, because Quran does not mention whom the one to be sacrificed instead of a word ghulam, as we will see. You see it there. Matter of theological encounter beyond the appearance of the global endless dispute. The global endless dispute basically is based on this statement concerning of who the one to be sacrificed, because the one whom to be sacrificed is the symbol of the obedient to God, the symbol of the chosenness, siapa yang terpilih. So here today we will go deeper into core of theological disputes, deep beyond the surface of the socio-political realm. What is socio-political realm? Socio-political realm is, as you see today, there is a war, there is fight endlessly, without ending, without beginning. Since when? Sejak kapan? Oh ya, terus menerus. That is the endless war or dispute beyond the surface of sociological realm, which is unseen thing, sesuatu yang tidak terlihat. That is the theology or ideology. Student, the subject matter covered in this writing that I have circulated. So this text, the subject matter covered in this writing, the writing that I have circulated to you, will be pertaining covenant imposed upon Abraham, yaitu wahyu yang diembankan kepada Nabi Ibrahim, in which a submissive test of sacrifice, yaitu tentang ujian ketaatan, submissive test of sacrifice to his son, yaitu anaknya Nabi Ibrahim. Which one is anaknya? That is the matter of the issue, that is the matter of dispute within the world theological realm among Muslim, Christianity, and Judaism. So this is Muslim, this is Christianity, and this is Judaism. They all concentrate on whom the one to be sacrificed, while for the Muslim, eventually, tidak penting siapa yang disacrifice. Instead of the attitude of the father and the son. What is the attitude? The attitude is aslama. That is the attitude. Okay guys, purple color that you have received, purple color, in the writing marked scriptural text, either the Quran or the Bible. The purpose of this theological inspection is to explore ideologies and to observe closely the prime issue developed among the world's monotheistic religions, among the world's three monotheistic religions, Islam, Christianity, and Judaism.